Alright, so I'm not making enough power here. I don't know if it's just later in the day. I don't think the clouds are out. So this isn't going to work if I'm going to use the air conditioner. Um, so the other 6 panels definitely, I just need to get them paralleled in there. Now I can parallel 6 panels with 10 panels if I insert it in between, so that it's 6 to 6. But I don't want it doing it like that. But that's how I did it earlier when they were all laying on the ground, where I had some goofy crap. I had 5 and 5 and 5 all parallel, and 5 of them sat on the back wall that never got sun until it was like almost done, and so I couldn't have those in series with anything. And then the other 5 were laying on the ground and paralleled with the other 10, part of that. So what that allowed me to do is have a string of 10 at about 300 volts, and then other panels in parallel for more current. And as long as you keep your current below 30 amps, you know, you should be good. So that's what's nice about running large strings. The other bad thing about running large strings is that you can't have panels that are shaded, because it'll take down the whole thing. So I need to figure out the rest of these panels, and I don't even know about the other ones. And then I got to go out there and finish building a dog gate of some such. So I've got a couple pallets that I just temporarily put up that keep him from going around the other side of the shack, over where the neighbors have a vicious German Shepherd. And this morning he was out there, and I saw the German Shepherd was so worked up, I saw his paws go up over the top of the brick wall. And I thought, wow, this is not good. So I don't want him over there. Their dog barks at anything and everything, which is fine. I'm okay with that now. I've come to terms with it. The dog is just doing its job, okay? But it is sort of annoying. So far, I can tell my dog does bark when he knows somebody is here, and he knows somebody's coming in the house. So he probably would do the same thing if he was left in the backyard 24/7. But that's not what we're going to do. So I just want to keep him away from that small area back there. And it's still got solar panels laying on the ground, so I don't want him blocking all over him. It's easier for me to just block that area off. It's like almost as wide as a pallet. So that basically you wouldn't even be able to fit a car through there. It's pretty narrow. So I got to finish that, and we'll just see if we can somehow beef up the solar with what's laying out there. Somehow get it all hooked up. I might just pull a bunch of panels off of this damn thing and parallel them up with something else, because then I can turn this inverter off completely. And I've already stole 2 panels off of that one, so there's only 4 more. If I take those 4 more panels and I parallel them with 4 of the other panels, then I can get a little bump in the current. So yeah, that might be a good idea, because this thing makes a tremendous noise on certain bands. So I don't have an antenna hooked to anything right now. We're not picking up any noise, but I hadn't tried this in a while, so I just want to take a look and see. Okay, we see some noise here. Okay. What I found was it was either 40 or 20 that just really wiped out on the green one. With no antenna, it's not picking it up. Okay. So I'm going to need to hook my antenna up. It's really nice to sit in here after being out in the hot sun because it's nice and cool in here. It's actually seems to be hotter than expected today. So I didn't really see anything without the antenna. No particular noise. Okay, so this is 14, what it looks like. 20 meter band. Okay, let's go up to CB. Okay, we don't really see too much there. Let's go to 60. Or I'm sorry, 50. We had a bunch of minor stuff. Okay, and we're 10 meters. I don't know what span we're looking at. Let's look at a larger span and see. God, it's so good to see 10 open. I'm actually in the process of painting an IMAX 2000 so I don't get splinters. And that's going to be my 10 meter antenna. The Hustler 5B TV, I took it down. It's just not performing very good for anything. I might relocate it somewhere else. I also have to worry about the dog. Okay, so 15 looks really bad. See how that is. That was okay. 20's terrible. Okay, let's see what 40 looks like. 40's really bad too. Okay. We don't really see anything on that band. These are definitely bad. So I think this is like really bad. But yeah, let's see. We'll try. Okay. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to shut this thing off. There's only 4 panels on it anyway. So if I need to, now that it only has 4 panels, I can put it on its own charge controller. But as you see, it's all gone. There's no noise. Okay, let's go check this. So there is some noise here, which could be from this one, or it could be from those other charge controllers. But it's not as bad as it was. I'm curious. Let's go check 40. Okay, we have some noise. And let's check 160. We still have that stuff there. See what 50 looks like. Most of those things are gone on that band. So I think it's going to be my choice to pull those off of there and either add them to this somehow or something like that. My output is dropping like a lot, and so I must have a shaded panel. So I'm going to have to see. I'm going to go take a look. I actually really don't see where it's shaded. I guess it must be right here. There's a little bit of beginning of a shade right there. Because the sun's right here. See, so once the sun goes past this thing, we're screwed. Because this is not out in the open like the guy's roof over there, where, you know, this wall right here is going to block, you know, a lot. Whereas like right there, he's out in the open. He's going to keep getting it until the sun completely sets too low. So, but I should be getting way more off it here. So these panels here, I was thinking about just paralleling them up with these ones. Pull them off of that thing altogether. I mean, why not? Because they're already right there. And then I need to deal with these. These are starting to pick sun. But and you end up having to run a lot of different crap. Branch connectors and whatnot. It just ends up becoming a pain. Well, you see that panel is shading that panel right there. That could be another factor too. See, that sucks with those dents. So I think maybe what I'll try and do is I'm going to move something here. Alright, so what I ended up doing was I moved them a little bit. And then I put these 2x4 pieces behind them to get them to clear around the next one, because they're, you know, sort of coming in at an angle, shadowing them. So we'll see if that did anything. But I definitely do want to pull those off of there. I need to get these wired up. And then I need to get these wired up. These are all connected, except for this one. If I get a jumper and hook a jumper over there, I should be able to do something with these. I probably have some more wire. The problem is, that's 10 panels right there. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Get 11 right there. And you couldn't run them all in series anyways because they're shaded. So we have to figure out the best possible solution. Maybe even, you know, adding a few more right here. Squeeze 2 more in somehow. The problem is right here, the wall blocks the sun at a certain point in time. These actually being up higher are doing much better than these ones. Like this one here at the end will be shaded pretty early in the day. So let's go see what we got going on. I had a bunch of people complain about my channel and how I film and how I don't edit anything. Well, that's the point of my channel. It's raw, unedited, on the fly. You know, anyway, I guess people don't appreciate that. So I updated my description of my channel, and I put some helpful links in there to Ham Radio 2.0 and Crash Course. And, you know, so people that want to watch professional edited videos with really good, you know, content that's, you know, well thought out, watch their channel. Don't watch mine. Okay, so we were at like almost 600 watts earlier. This thing is also very slow to refresh. So usually what I do is I don't even bother looking, because this is going to a website. So I come here on this thing here, take a look. I see PV2 is at 250. And it always does something stupid. You gotta scroll through. So we had 300 and something volts on one, 274 on another. You have to estimate it. 160 is 0.16 kilowatts. So we got 160 watts on one and 240 on the other. We're just not making enough power no matter what we do. Like, you would think that those panels would be making really good power. When they were laying on the ground, they were doing a lot better. But then again, there was all those other ones too. So with all the crap that I got there, that's all the power I'm getting. 273 watts. And there's 10 panels. And each panel is, I think most of them are 240. A couple of them are 230, 225 Gloria panels. So we're like making 27 watts a panel. It's not real good. I don't get it. It seems like it should be much higher. But obviously one of the panels is not doing well and they're all crap. So that's the problem with having long strings of panels. Okay, so this is what the numbers are that it was pulling. I just undid the panels on the back wall, and so I've got let's see, 4. I've only got 4. Let me see what it drops to, but they're not shaded. So 4 panels are making 117 watts at 121 volts. But we were making 170 watts out of 10 panels before. Alright, so we paralleled 4 panels with 4 panels. We're still yet to add the rest. I saw about 800 watts. This thing hasn't updated yet. Yep, 847 watts. And 4 of those panels are brand new. Could be why. So now we're actually able to charge the battery just by changing a few things. So that's good. So then I'm going to parallel the other panels on the back. And I think we're going to try to keep it to like 4s. Groups of 4s maybe, I don't know. Alright, so I have that. I'm going to try to do, instead of parallel, I'm going to do 4 in series to a total of 8. Alright, so now we got to see. Okay, so it's now indicating 0. So we got to go over here and look and see what we have. We 306 volts on 1, 200 something on 2. It's jumping around. Just trying to find the power point, what it's trying to do. We're at 180 watts on number 1. And number 2, we're 1.26 kilowatts. Holy crap, that's a big difference. So it's not showing on here, but it will. So we took 8 panels that were in 2 series, or excuse me, 4 series, 2 parallel, and we were getting 800-ish, and we went and put them all in a string, and now we're at 1.28 kilowatt. Look at that, guys. That's a whole lot more power we're getting. Got the voltage up higher. This thing really wants to see a higher voltage to operate properly. We're putting 724 watts into the battery, and the air conditioner is drawing 537 watts. That's amazing. Just that little change made that big of a difference. And now that I have those 8, I can group together another 8 in parallel. So I'm gonna have 8 of them on the back wall, and hopefully I'll figure out how to squeeze 8 into the other wall against the house. So we'll have 3 series 8, or 8 series 3P, for a total of what, 24, 16, 8 times 3, 24 panels. I forget what the limitation on each charge controller is. I think it's like 4 kilowatts. Oh boy, that's a lot better. Alright guys, I'm going to do some more experimenting. And then I gotta go deal with the dog, so catch you later.